Welcome to DUBcast News, ladies and gentlemen. This just in, the terrorists have fucking won. The terrorists have won. They've won! The people are fucking crying in the streets and lighting couches on fire. The interview, James Franco and Seth Rogen's latest film, originally set to come out on Christmas Day, has been pulled at first optionally by most major theaters in the nation, now officially pulled from release by Sony Pictures. And apparently tomorrow it's going to be announced by the US government in some kind of release that indeed North Korea was behind the Sony hack and these threats that have been coming through. Now originally that was a speculation, but North Korea said, nope, not us. You know, we don't want any problem. We got no beef. You know, yeah, Kim Jong-un, he's a little pissed because you're going to kill him in a movie and make fun of him for an hour and a half. But, you know, other than that, we're cool. You know, do what you do, Sony. I'm not buying it, are you? So, finally, I guess, the U.S. found the intelligence they needed to say, yeah, North Korea hired this hacking thing. Or maybe the hackers are from North Korea, but I've heard possibly from China. I've even read that possibly it was an inside job, not completely, but at least because recently Sony laid off, which was discovered from the hack, laid off a ton of employees and outsourced special effects jobs and other types of jobs to other countries because it was cheaper. Meanwhile, they're making $50 million and $40 million profits off of movies like Grown Ups 2. Grown Ups 2 brought in like $48 million of profit. That's not the fucking pull of the box office and DVD sales. That's after everything else is covered. They ended up with $48 million that just went into the bank. Probably went into some bonuses for the executives and things like that. Cool. Make your money, Sony. But, you know, maybe take better care of your people, because they're starting to say that this was an inside job, that one of these people that was laid off is actually part of this hacking group. Who knows? You know, could be. It would make sense. You know, it definitely could make someone butthurt enough, I guess, to hack into the system and release all this shit. And honestly, I'm leaning more towards that. I mean, North Korea probably had something to do with it. Maybe. I don't know. It's looking that way. But at the same time, maybe one of these fuckers that got laid off, and trust me, I sympathize with these fuckers. You know, getting laid off sucks. Especially when you know the company's making money hand over fist and can afford to employ you and your friends, but decides not to because they're greedy bastards. So I can understand a hack going through and doing that. But I can also understand, or not understand, I can also see it happening that Kim Jong-un is so pissed off at this movie that's making fun of him that he hires a hacker group to carry out this attack. And maybe, you know, if it was partly an inside job, maybe one of the hackers used to work for Sony. I don't know. There's a million different fucking theories going on out there about this right now. Bottom line is, the movie will not be coming out on Christmas Day. I think they should have still released it. I mean, the hacking group, or the Koreans, or whoever the fuck, the North Koreans, I should have, because South Korea is cool. We're good with them, and I've met a lot of cool South Korean peoples, and, you know, whatever. But those North Koreans are... And I won't even say that. It's their government. It's their dictator is the problem. I'm sure there are some really swell, nice North Korean people out there. So, basically, if you were planning on seeing the interview on Christmas Day, scratch that off the list, or any time in the near future. And that's another thing. I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, because I get scatterbrained. But if they're just postponing it, won't the threats just come back when they decide to release it eventually? Like, if this is a North Korean threat, if this is a threat directly from Kim Jong-un, like, is it ever going to go away? You know? Why not give people the option, like, say, okay, we're not releasing in theaters, obviously, but let's put it out digitally on Amazon or whatever, and let the people who were planning on going to see it on opening weekend just buy it digitally or rent it digitally. Just put it up for rent. Don't put it up for sale if you're still going to release it in theaters eventually. Just put it up for rent. You know, put it up there for like a week or two and then take it down. You know, that way the people who wanted to see it could see it. And they'd probably watch it multiple times too. Put it up there for like $6, $7. You know, you probably make a decent amount of money. The theaters are going to lose money, but they've already decided that anyways. They already opted out. So, Sony, you're either going to make probably not the same amount, probably not more, but you're going to get pretty close to the amount you would have made releasing it in theaters on Christmas Day. Now, I know that's a big day. A lot of people go to the theater on Christmas Day for some reason. I've never done it. But a lot of movies in the past have come out and they claim some success. But my point is, taking it away completely and not even letting people see it is just the complete wrong way to go about it, in my opinion. People want to see this movie. I want to see this movie. I've heard it's really funny. It actually got its premiere last week in New York, I think it was. Opie and Anthony went and saw it, and they said it was good. Or not Opie and Anthony. Oh, sorry. Opie and Jimmy. Opie and Jimmy saw it, and they liked it. And I kind of trust their opinion on movies like this because they're kind of, you know, they're choosy guys when it comes to comedy. So that really got me excited about this movie. And now all of a sudden, because some kind of threat was made, they're going to pull it. Again, they threatened theaters, they threatened the Sony headquarters, the Sony lot, the actors, you know. Seth Rogen and James Franco have canceled all their publicity appearances for this movie because of these threats. It's fucking, I understand that we're still sensitive from something that happened 13 years ago. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head, and when I do math, I have to look up that way. So yeah, it's letting the terrorists win, if indeed they are behind it. And honestly, like I said, I could see it being a butthurt ex-employee that just happened to know how to get into the system and happened to know how to get a hold of all this stuff. Or maybe over his time at Sony was just copying it anyways. You know, somebody's like, one of these days, these motherfuckers are going to fire me, and I'm going to have all this shit. But apparently the U.S. government has more details than we do, which is no surprise. And they're going to come out with the actual report saying that North Korea did order the attack. I don't know. So, anyways, people, I encourage you that when this movie does finally come out, you say fuck you to the terrorist. You go see this movie. Go to a matinee if you're a cheap bastard like I am. Buy it digitally when it comes out. Support this movie to let the fuckers in North Korea know that you're not going to bully us. You're not going to bully the rest of the world because somebody does something that makes you mad. Somebody does something, somebody makes fun of you. You know, it's akin to the fuckers, Columbine and shit like that. They get picked on by their classmates. Now, I'm a strong proponent to bullying. I hate bullies, and I think it's definitely a problem that needs to be taken care of. But there's better ways to deal with it than, you know, shooting up a school or bombing a country because a movie that happens to make some jokes about your leader comes out and, you know, can't go crying to your mama, so you just fucking attack some people that did really nothing to you. Hey, North Korea. Hey, Kim Jong-un. People get made fun of all the time. Look at me. Fat man. I get made fun of. I don't bomb people. I don't threaten violence to make the rest of the world fear me. And not to mention, as far as country goes, you're a fucking reclusive country. You don't let anything in, anything out, pretty much, unless Kim Jong-un says so. You know, that's why fucking the Japanese won't get in the middle of this, because apparently they have some Japanese hostages in North Korea, and they don't want to fucking make shit too hostile. They want to get their people back. Come on, Sony, you're a Japanese fucking company. Like, your own country won't even get behind you on this. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Tony Dubs. Listen to the Don't Get It Twisted podcast. We will be talking more about this. I didn't write a script or anything, and which is unfortunate because it's probably going to be my first video on the DUBcast channel, and it's the most unprofessional video that I could possibly do. But I just had to get it out there. I had to get my opinion out there because it's asinine that we can allow a fucking country like North Korea to bully us around like this, and because of 9/11 and because we're so scared of terrorist attacks, we'll just fucking tuck our tail between our legs and run, because that's what they knew we were gonna do. Okay? Like, they knew we were gonna fucking just run away. Just say, okay, we'll pull the shit, we're not gonna put it in the theater, because that's what we do here in America. We talk all this tough shit, like, we're America, we're the best country in the world. Like, no, you're not, we're gonna kill you. Okay, I'm sorry, we're not, you know, like, just show the fucking movie. You know, Seth Rogen, James Franco, good on you for having the balls to make this movie. And I really hope it does get out there for people to see, because you guys don't deserve this. You were just trying to have some fun. You know, you're not trying to make any major political statements. You know, it's just a shame that it had to go down like this. So anyways, let me know what you think. Do you think that North Korea is really behind it? Do you think it was an inside job? You know, please subscribe. I got a lot more videos and podcasts to come. I'm going to be doing some movie reviews, some music reviews, news such as this with my opinions tacked on. Probably a little more professionally. In the future, I'm going to start writing scripts, which I already kind of have, but I'm not ready to make those videos yet. So anyways, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, or if you don't like me, you know, just don't do anything if you don't like me. Don't hit that thumbs down, please. No, don't do that. Just, you know, hit that little X button up there, or hit the back button or something. Just, you know, if you don't like what I'm doing here, just forget about it. But no, seriously, please thumbs up, please subscribe, because I got a lot more fun shit coming on this channel. And please listen to the Don't Get It Twisted podcast. Thanks for listening. And don't let the terrorists fucking win.